Um, Ed Ruth, man, thank you for coming on the show. Bellator middleweight, now welterweight, undefeated. You're what, 6-0, right?
Uh-huh.
And you fighting out of Fresno, man. Just welcome on the show. Glad to have you, dude. How's everything going for you since your last victory?
Everything's been going good, man. Luckily I was able to get out of the cage with not so many injuries, so I'm just kind of got right back to training.
Yep.
There you
Oh,
are.
there you go. Connection lost.
Oh, I'm sorry
There you
about
go.
that, guys.
No problem.
I was leaving my house and we was getting in the car,
Yeah, yeah. Where
and the
where where are you headed right
Wi-Fi
now?
kicked out. We just had to go get my son.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
cool. Just a question I was just asking you about your win at Bellator 201. You had another second round TKO. Talk about that victory, man. How did it feel in terms of preparing for that fight? In the fight, what'd you take away from it, and moving to welterweight?
Um, it was a good fight. I knew that the guy was 16. I think he was 14-2. Was it?
Hmm.
It was something like that. But
Yeah,
I knew that he was a more experienced guy. He was going to be tougher to fight. Just like the guy that I had before that, Ion Pascu.
yeah.
I knew that they were like kind of tougher guys, but I just kind of wanted to push the pace and see how good I actually was. It just played out just the way I saw it.
Yeah.
Right. It's pretty impressive that you're 6-0, but it's more impressive that your six victories are mostly by via TKO. Like your background is wrestling. Like you're a three-time division. I mean, a collegiate champion in wrestling. Are you surprised by that, or are you just going with the flow when it comes to your striking?
Uh, um, I'm kind of just going with the flow. It's just I don't know. It's just like when I fight, I just see a lot of things that other people don't see. And,
Right.
and it's just like when I'm in the cage, it's just like when I'm moving, there's a lot of movements that are like hidden in wrestling that pertains to fighting too. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Awesome.
And you had such success at middleweight already. What made you decide to go to welterweight?
So I was just doing a whole bunch of training, and like the training has been just making my body just change up. My muscles feel different. It's just like every time you're working out, your muscles change, your body changes, and
Yeah.
that's just kind of what happens.
Yeah. Was that something you always wanted to go into the welterweight division, or was just just seemed right in terms of how your body felt?
It was just kind of how my body felt. My
Yeah.
my managers were like, "Hey, you're just losing weight. We might as well just drop down to the next lower weight." So I kind of just did a chest cut, and everything turned out well. And yeah, so we just stayed down there welterweight.
Nice, nice.
Now your last fight was a couple of weeks ago. Are you gonna be in the cage pretty soon, or like what are your goals in the next couple of months as far as fighting goes?
I do have another fight coming up August 17th.
Awesome.
That's what I'm looking forward to. But other than that, you know, yeah, whatever comes next, I'm just trying to just kind of keep it moving.
Yeah. And that's a quick turnaround from June to August. So is it something you like to do in terms of keeping active, or is it just because you came out of the last fight, with no injuries really?
I just like to stay active.
Yeah.
I'm not somebody who likes to just sit around and kind of just wait and then, have somebody be like, okay, now you're fighting again. I kind of just like to keep a routine and just keep it going.
Yeah.
They got a super fight between Vern McDonald and Masasi. Like give your thoughts on that fight and would you like to fight? Are you ready to fight those guys? After your next fight in August.
It kind of turned out the way that everybody kind of saw it. Wait, did you play it? Oh no, I didn't play it. I'm so sorry. I'm thinking that they fought. I just kind of feel that it's just Misaki, just because he's a bigger guy, and the bigger guy is just you just have more weight, more leverage on the guy.
Yeah.
Especially when you're just throwing punches, you expend a lot less energy. And just kind of going off of the facts, just kind of going off of that, I just kind of feel like it would gotta be more in Mustafi's favor.
Yeah.
But Roy does have like a great background in like wrestling and everything. He's a mover, you can tell he has a high IQ. So it's gonna be an interesting fight.
It is, since now that you're in the welterweight division, now that they announced the tournament, is throwing your name in there, maybe as an alternate or even as a competitor, is that something you're interested in?
I definitely want to be in that tournament. I mean, like, if there's anywhere for me to test my skills, it would be in that Grand Prix.
Yeah.
And have you talked to Scott Coker about possibly you being like an alternate in that tournament?
I mean, like I talked to him, and I definitely threw my hat in the ring. So we'll just see what he picks up.
Nice, nice. And in terms of your training, you're obviously you come from a collegiate wrestling background. You're high level in terms of that, but you also have like you post a lot on Instagram. Your various methods of like flexibility, and you have a lot of unorthodox ways of training. Is that something that you picked up from MMA, or is that something you brought over from wrestling?
I just always been a real busybody when I was a kid. I just like to do a lot of things,
Yeah.
and a lot of the things that really stuck with me were like weapons and I watch YouTube and stuff. I used to love capoeira when I was wrestling,
Yeah.
and it kind of because I used to love the way they would dance and move around. They were so light in their feet, and I would try to mimic that when I was wrestling. And after a while, I was like, oh, I'm kind of good at this. So I would just watch a lot of videos like that.
Yeah. Have you trained capoeira or?
Here and there, but then after a while, there's dancing, and then there's like actual fighting.
Yeah, yeah.
That's funny. That's pretty funny. There's two guys from the collegiate world that made big news over this weekend with Brock and DC. They happen to watch that, and if so, your thoughts on that whole shenanigans in the cage?
Oh man, no comment. all I saw was that big knockout. That's all I saw.
Yeah, it was very pro wrestling-ish.
Yeah.
Now you obviously I think you trained with Jones in the past, and is that something like when you're watching the DC fight? Is it hard to root for a guy like DC, or you have like no
connection?
Do you have no ill will towards DC in terms of his success?
No ill will, because DC. I actually train with DC now. It's like I trained with Jones first because when I was in college, all I knew that John Jones was a pound for pound guy. And I was like, okay, I definitely want to go train with him. I want to see what they got going on over at their gym. I just wanted to see if there was something different. If I would like it over there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I ended up settling down in Fresno, and I was like, okay, well DC is only 2 hours away, so I start going up there and training with him. I love DC. I don't think and he's just DC. I love him. He's a great guy.
Now Bellator is kind of pushing you, but they're also doing it like in a slow way. Do you want to be pushed, slower, or do you want to just have a skyrocket behind your back and obviously fight for a title sooner rather than later?
I don't mind being pushed. I like it when I get the opportunity, and if you give me the opportunity, I like to rise up to it. I hate hiding from something. I hate admitting that I'm scared of something or I'm scared of someone.
Yeah.
And I just don't feel like I'm scared of anybody.
Right. Yeah. Because to be honest, in the past, Bellator kind of highlighted their veterans in the sport too. Like for the audience. When now they have someone who's young, athletic, and good looking, and I think they should invest or look at that and kind of like, put you in the forefront of the promotion, have you be maybe the face of the promotion.
It was always like the last thing I wanted to be was put in front was because of like, being athletic. I wanted to be put in front of there because of some skill,
Yeah.
Well, you got skill, man. You got skill. You got skill. Don't worry about that. Yeah, you got skill.
Well, I mean, like they're not enough, and it's like the fact that they're pushing me, it gives me opportunity to fight even better guys, and I want to fight better guys because I want to know that I'm growing and I want to know that I'm getting better.
Yeah. Now, there's a lot of like a comparison to your skill level and to your rise in like a John Jones or even like a DC. You're getting those names are getting mentioned while you're fighting. Is that something you're comfortable with, or you're like you appreciate that compliment?
I mean, I'm comfortable with it. I love it. It's just they're comparing me to guys that I want to be compared to. You got to see your heroes as your rivals if you want to get anywhere. You can't just be like looking up to the people all the time. You keep looking up to people, you're going to get beat down. So it's just like I got to see these guys as rivals.
Yeah. Now, Ed, be honest with me, man. Like how amazing does it feel like to go to places and know that you can kick pretty much anybody's ass in that building or in that room?
It makes me feel really calm.
Do you ever use it to your advantage, like to get like a girl or somebody, or
he's got his girl right there?
Oh, he got his girl. No,
he's got a girl.
Try to cover her ears.
She can fight too.
Yeah, he loves you.
Oh no, awkward ride home now.
Yeah.
Now in terms of like your your skill level and all that, like who did you look up to when you're training, when you're wrestling? Like, who are you a fan of in MMA?
um, oh man, when I was like watching wrestling, I was actually watching boxing, like different
Nice.
videos. I was watching like Mike Tyson and all that before I would go out for a match.
Yeah.
So like just to kind of pump myself up, I'm like, yeah, I'm about to go wrestling. You know,
Yeah.
I will always think like Mike Tyson, like he was just on the path of destruction, you know, or the Hulk. I'll watch like a little clip of the Hulk just like running, like doing all this animalistic athletic stuff. You know,
Yeah.
and it was just like I was like, man, that stuff is cool. And you know, I kind of looked up to like images of that. And it wasn't like I never watched like any one wrestler because there was nobody that really like portrayed power to me like the way that the Hulk would. I was like, man, this is the Hulk. You know, this big green plant man just going around just tearing everything apart.
Yeah. Have you ever met Lou Ferrigno or anything like that?
No, I never
No?
did. It would be cool to.
Yeah.
But I mean, like when I was growing up, we were all about the bigger Hulk. You know, the CGI Hulk.
The CGI Hulk.
Where
That's
he was
funny.
actually big.
Yeah, exactly.
When I saw that, I was like, he's huge. Ain't nobody gonna tell him to go to bed at 9 o'clock. You know?
Yeah, that's funny.
I was a petty kid.
Yeah.
Were you ever into pro wrestling?
Huh?
Like, were you ever a fan of pro wrestling?
I used to watch a lot of WWE when I was a kid too.
Yeah.
Like just like Booker T. Washington, The Rock, Stone Cold.
Okay.
You know, and they would just run, jump off the ropes, and hit each other with chairs. So
Yeah.
I used to love that stuff. I thought that was wrestling for the long.
Yeah. You know, me too, man, because I wrestled in high school too, and the reason why I joined wrestling was I thought it was going to be like WWE, and then it was a harsh reality when it wasn't.
Yeah, I went over there, and this guy's like hugging some other guy's kneecap. I'm like, yo, this isn't wrestling.
Yeah.
Like, get up, guys.
Yeah, you know, my friend got disqualified from a match. He actually got the sharpshooter on somebody, and he got disqualified.
Worth it.
It worked though. Yeah. Man, it's been great talking to you. We look forward to your fight in August. What card is that? Do you know exactly what card it's going to be?
Not off the top of my head.
You don't know the number just yet, right?
South Dakota.
South Dakota. Nice.
Right.
He knows everything.
Yeah. All right, man.
All right.
I don't know if you want to give a shout out to the fans on social media. Let them know where to find you, sponsors, any of that.
Hey, Ed Ruth 67 or Ed Ruth 67, or also you can find me on Facebook at Ed Ruth 67. And that's about it.
All right. Best of luck on your fight in August, and tell your girlfriend that your heart only belongs to her, and not no one else. So it's all good.
You have a good one.
All right, man. Take care, man.
Yeah.